name's Chad, my wife and myself, Jennifer. So I've been fostering for about 17 years with South Community. Raised 5 children and decided to get into foster care, I said many years ago now, and try that out. Probably the biggest influence was my job, my career, dealing with kids in bad situations. A lot of homes where kids were placed with, temporary custody, dealing with, not really even a foster home yet, just maybe another family member that's watching a kid. That was kind of the spark of it, and we had a conversation about it. We both were interested and just kind of took off from there. We did some research. We had some friends that was also, at the time, we reached out to about doing it. They were doing foster care. We had a little bit of insight from them. Once we just kind of made the conscious decision to do it, we researched and found South Community, and just kind of, it was such a smooth process, honestly. We just moved forward from there, and it was kind of just, it was, like I said, it was, I don't even know what to say, it was just so easy. Treat them like your own kids. You'll get more response out of them. All the kids come in and, everybody's standoffish because you don't know each other. And so when they come in, it's always that honeymoon phase for a couple weeks, and then, they want to see if, I think kids are testing us as much as we're seeing what they're up to. And we just, we had a rule. You were just like our own children. Same expectations from your grades to your how you kept your room, everything. I mean, it was the same thing for everybody. Honestly, attention and somebody to talk to. I think they want to be heard. Most of the kids were, you'd be surprised once they opened up to you. I never really, if they wanted to talk about their situations in their past, that was fine. We talk about it, but it wasn't something I pried into. I let that come at their pace. So, and a lot of times they did. They always wanted to start talking about different things, and then it always went into their future. What they were thinking about down the road and what they were going to do when they left foster care. If you love kids, it's a job for you. Honestly, I mean, you have to be patient, I give you that. And you will experience some things you may never experience before. Things that you don't look at that meets the values of what you're used to or your family's used to. But they came up differently, where they haven't had that adult person in their life or that stability to basically show them, and so sometimes that's challenging, but for the most part, I mean, our kids came in and they started getting good grades. They just act like kids. So many good moments. I mean, of course you have your ups and downs just like your own children. I mean, it's not every day that your own biological kids are no different, but so many good moments where, say that they came in with all Fs when they came to you. They get the first report card and it's like, B's and C's and A's, and they're so excited. Or we had some kids that played every sport, may not be the best at it, but was very excited to play. And just going to their games, watching them play. So there was a lot of those moments where you would share with, again, any of your own kids that you see that these kids are experiencing for the first time. Yeah, it's kind of nice. There's so much positive that you get with, it's what you put into it though too, honestly. I mean, but you have to pay attention to them because they want to know that somebody's, paying attention to them and has their back. But with South Community, it was fantastic. Everybody there has been great. And honestly, it's the reason we stayed as long as we stayed. And because, as things change in life, our kids got older, our ideas got changed. And we kind of changed our goals and lives, what we're going to do, But The support at South Community is fantastic. You get anything and everything you need. I mean, your caseworkers have your back. They support you 100%. And you're going to find, going through the different systems of the different counties, that makes a huge difference. I can't say enough about that. There's so many caseworkers outside of South Community that don't work for South Community that you're going to deal with when you're dealing with kids that, yeah, you need somebody that's got your back and basically you can vent to sometimes too, because you come across a lot of scenarios that, you know, they're not always the best. So, but no, South Community is fantastic, and I recommend anybody to go through South Community. You know, I really do, and it's, you wouldn't, you know, I've never worked for another company or done foster care for any other companies, but we've sure worked with a lot of counties, and I can tell you it makes a big difference. You always need the date night. You need a night out. You need a night to go, again, any kids. You know, you just, it is nice to have that. And it's nice for us too, if say you don't want to do foster care full time and you would be a respite parent, you know, and you want to try it out, maybe you have kids come to your house on the weekends, you trial and error and see if it's for you. But I think the respite program's a good program, and both ways, for sure. You get kids from every situation, every scenario. You do have situations where kids take off, and there's times that kids need to go to the hospital. Things happen. So, you know, you call, you know, aftercare, and, you know, you will have that for sure. The best advice I can give is just be a good parent. I mean, we need foster parents for sure. You know, just treat these kids normal. I think the system already treats my foster kids enough, so, you know, but just treat them normal, and they'll respond to that, and you'll see a huge difference in them. We've had so many kids. We've had long-term kids with different disabilities, and we still have contact with some of the kids today. So that's been good. One of our kids lives in Florida. God love her. But you know, it's the journey has always been, it's been good. As our kids have gotten older, we've, like I said, decided to, you know, slow down a little bit, but we don't, you know, we haven't quite decided what that end journey is for us yet. But right now, we definitely are just trying to figure that out. So. If you're thinking about foster care, you should definitely talk to, you know, South Community about that, honestly. They will definitely get you through this and get you all the information you need. That's my best advice.